Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back, and welcome to the new subscribers, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. If you guys have any comments or any suggestions or anything or personal contact, you can write in the email below or you can post it in the comments below. Thank you guys also for the comments. Where should I start? Interesting energies, right? You probably end up to something. You looking at the, I would say, most about preview of the past, revaluations, like you want to end something. And that's going to be coming in from the moon. You already had that meeting with the moon with Saturn, find what was limiting in you, and now you want to remove the limits. The limit can be connecting with the past. The limit can be you probably was in a similar situations before because the moon was before as well, and that can be a big time review time for yourself. But today, throughout the moon is transiting into Pisces, you are going to be looking to ending things within yourself in some situations. But the rough part it is when the moon begins to join Neptune. That is going to be squaring Venus, and you might going to feel like, oh well, this person doesn't love me, that person doesn't love me. It's going to happen like the last time. It's going to be heading in this. You're going to have a lot of shadows of doubt. And look at it through that shadow of a doubt. That is at the moment when you should look at yourself. Because if you're doubting yourself, then you're doubting everything. But you need to understand that doubt kills more of all the dreams than anything else. So there's gonna be some this energies that are gonna be affecting you, especially we're talking about early in the morning, since the moon is gonna be up within the second house. Something within the material world that is down below that needs to be done, that needs to be fixed. But throughout the day, about 10 o'clock in the morning, the moon is going to be rising and it's going to begin very close with Neptune there. In the morning at 7 o'clock, they're going to be like 9 degrees apart. But talking about this, that energies that's going to be rising around 10 o'clock, you're going to be dealing with that energy at 4 p.m. And that is the more this 4 o'clock p.m. because that is going to be one of the midheaven and Neptune and the moon, they're going to be together. And talking about this, you are going to be working out that particular energy. I'm talking to you. So I'm going to bring you the map and you guys can see what it is cooking. And that way, we're all going to be staring at the same thing at the same time. All right. So here is. So you're looking at the map at 7 o'clock in the morning. The midheaven is going to be at Scorpio. It's not a bad idea because not a bad energy and not a bad idea you two seeing it through that BS that it comes in, the shadow side, but it's connecting to a lot of emotions. You need to understand that Scorpio is a lot of emotions, water, Pisces, a lot of emotions. But the moon right here, that it's squaring that Venus there, is gonna be causing some issues with that case. Your emotions, love, and money. What is that all about? Since that 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon falls off within the second house, you're gonna be thinking about something that it's related about money and love. But look at it on that positions. The moon right here, it's connecting to Uranus. Everything it is ruled by Uranus. Everything it's about the universe. There's things that's gonna be changed. The things are never the same. That's why don't make a permanent decisions on a temporary energies that you feel. Wait a little bit and then you're gonna find out the truth and you can make the best decisions. So talking about it, 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going with the sun is going to be pretty much rising up. The midheaven it's still there, but the energy still is going to be good. The emotions is going to be good. The visions are going to be great. There is a very good connections between emotions and authority. You're learning what you need to organize, and you're learning what you needs to be done. The one thing it is that the ascendant and the sun, they are squaring the north node, and usually this is the time when you basically either solving the karma's issues, or you're gonna be creating, I'm sorry, creating a karma situations or fighting something within. So looking at in yourself, because everything you needs to be have this consciousness change. I talk about this before. You know, the effects shows you that you did something. There was the actions, but the actions comes in the based on what? On the based of decisions. But that decisions comes in the based of another effects. So everything it's like going around. All right. So when you're breaking that cycle inside of yourself, why did I make this? Why do I have this effect? Why did I make these decisions? And what kind of new decisions I need to make so I don't have the same effects? Now you're learning what you need to do. And some of you are going to be taking this feeling of this new road. Is the same time the moon is going to help you to do evaluations of whole this process within your soul, but at the same time it's going to be helping you, charging you to go forward, because the moon it's going to Aries, new cycle, new beginning for the moon. She's starting the beginning from the ground zero. Some of you is going to be feeling the energies of rebirth. All right, so talking about the next hour, midheaven, it's going to be right in here at Sag. That is going to come down to the north node. You're going to be looking at energies with this. I'm sorry, to the Chiron. And healing of that Chiron, we talk about more and more, but he's still in Aries. He's going to be there for quite a while. And this is why you may hear heal this, heal that, heal, and you're like, how much more I have to heal? Heal all the way down on the bloodline, all the way down into the probably the caveman story. You gonna feel this thinking within yourself what this should be, because you want to have this great new beginning in your life, because the North Node and Chiron, they're coming together. And what you're going to heal now, it's going to be affecting whereas your life is going to be looking in the future. And that's what the things you want. Brighter, better future for yourself. Ascendant is going to be an Aquarius. It's going to be helping with that energies, you to take that new road, but be mindful about these communications with Mercury. You may hear something that you're not going to like it. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's true. All right, so talking about in the next hour, that is a what I was talking about, this 10 o'clock energy. As you see, the ascendant is with the moon, and this midheaven, it's squaring Neptune, and the moon is squaring Venus. All that energy is going to tell you, like, here's the problem, it's coming, your emotions. So look at it with these emotions. Why I have these emotions within me? Why did these things keep repeating within myself? Why I have these repeating cycles? Maybe you have also things within yourself. If you're feminine, what happened with my mother? What happened with this mothering thing? You can blame your mother, you can blame things, but uh, you need to understand. And those feminine energies, it's you who limitly have to mature and grow and make decisions so don't have the same effect. You don't repeat the same pattern as your mother, grandmother, and so on, and that forth. If you're masculine and you have that energies, that feminine energies within yourself, look within in there that conflict of that leads you to codependence to these feminine energies. You're gonna find out that it's no, I've been doing it this because enough is enough. I am a codependent because I'm depending on someone to comes and love me, becomes my mother, for example. And looking at those energies, you're gonna finding courage, strength, Mars, very powerful, very beautiful connections with Jupiter. It's got nothing in that case. Very beautiful energy stills with Saturn. And Saturn is okay with Jupiter. That energy is still active, powerful going forward. Using your masculine energies, you can continue doing what you're doing in life for the better life of you. All right, so speaking of Mars, the next hour, which is going to be 11 o'clock, midheaven is with Mars. Plenty of courage, plenty of power you to act upon your things that you need to do. You're acting, you're working, you probably, if you're at work, you're going to be like, man, I just got within the flow. I maybe now have to get my lunch break. I may have to do this and that and so on and so on. You're going to be working at that positions that you just catch up the flow. But in a personal level, if you catch that flow, keep on going. It's your personal evolution time within yourself. You see your abilities, but also your capabilities, what you are made of, what you are capable of. What is this new understandings within yourself right now that you are working and you're performing in there? All right, so talking about the next hour, the midheaven goes with the sun in there, beautiful energies with Uranus and the ascendant, beautiful energies with the moon and Neptune. Things you're authorizing, it's like, okay, let's go. We're authorizing this. Let's go. Let's get it, the job done. And that authority is going to be pretty good because this is a Capricorn Taurus energy. This is a direct cardinal change of doing something on earth. You finally have to step in there. Can't just going all the way around like a chicken with the head cut off. Can't just going out there blowing air and steam and nothing gets done. Capricorn and Taurus, they get the jobs done. Poof. And there is a supervisor. It's called Virgo. Okay. Um, Looking at that positions in yourself, what do you have on those three Earth, zodiac signs in there? All right, so talking about the next hour, that's gonna be when midheaven is gonna be at Aquarius. If you have anything on Aquarius that squares Jupiter in there, that is a when you are kind of like one that gets done, and Jupiter is like not quite there yet. You have not grown there. You have to wait for this, and you're like, I don't want to wait. I just want to make a creative evolution. I'm ready for it. No, you're not. Okay, Jupiter is gonna be moving out of that Taurus. Okay, it's gonna be moving. Okay, this year is gonna be moving, and by fall he's gonna be going forward. Okay, you're gonna find out that by fall the things is gonna be falling in place. Okay, and preparations for the next year, but you are gonna be finding very, very beautiful, especially when Jupiter is gonna be retrograde again. You're gonna find out very beautiful growth and maturity that you did that. Okay. All right. So talking about in the next hour, midheaven, it's still in Aquarius. That is gonna be square Uranus. It's like you're fighting the universe in there, or the universe within yourself. What is your relationship with the universe? It's determined with how much you love the universe. And that comes from Venus, that it's still in divine energies with Uranus. You're feeling at this. You're thankful to the universe. You give it to the universe, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're thankful to the universe. You're just like, okay, to the ugly, I can understand. I've been judging people. Maybe I didn't see their soul. Okay, you're looking at the good. It is like, okay, the good things happen. Great. You took at the bad things. Okay, bad things happen. They're only lessons, not sentence. I'm moving forward. But thanks for showing me what it was. Right now, there is a big opening of your visions of what is your value about love and what is the value about money. Use it wisely. Use it wisely, specifically that right now Venus is connecting with this beautiful trine with the North Node. You're going to be fixing love and money and understanding in there about what you have to do in the future. If you need to invest, if you need to buy something, you buy properties and so on. And because Uranus is a Taurus, he gives you the divine guidance to do this. Beautiful. Okay, Taurus is money, properties, investments, money. What I have on the 3D, what I can say, it's mine. All right, so talking about later on at 3 o'clock, midheaven is going to be close to Saturn. Similar energies as yesterday, but that energy is affecting Lilith and that positions in there. Maybe something within the shadow is going to comes out within you, especially if you have something in Virgo, because Lilith is there. But looking at on that, those energies can help you with Mars. They're gonna be helping you with seeking the limitations and what you're limited in, so you can grow. You're probably gonna be going into the front of the threshold, and it's gonna be, you know what, threshold. I'm happy for you. You may gonna feel like you are inside of the egg, and you're just like, I want to break it. I want to break it. Knock, knock. I want to break it. You're doing your inner work. You are expanding. You are doing a lot of positive changes of this. You want to do something great with in your life, but you need to understand that doing it this, you have to face your adversities. And now we're talking about this energy that was 6 hours prior, which was that was at 10 o'clock in the morning, where the moon and Neptune were on the ascendant. You saw those energies. Now you're working those energies. We're talking about these energies right in here with Venus. That is that feminine energies that's gonna be a squaring. That feminine energies that the one blinds the other. So be mindful about manipulative stuff because Pisces is manipulations as well. I see what the outcome comes in and I don't like it and I'm going to change it so I can have a different beginning. Don't forget about these situations. And of course, Sag is really believes. So during the divine energies with Uranus, that is going to be like the devil and the angel. They're going to be talking to you. Who do you want to listen? So be mindful about those sneaky situations, especially when it comes into emotions. Don't take any decisions during this time because this is going to be temporary. It's not going to be like for it. You're going to find out that 24 hours from now, the energy is going to be a completely different. And you're like, what the hell happened to me yesterday? Okay. And don't take any advices from someone that you cannot get it. Okay. Or get a finances um, advices from someone who is more broke than you. That's what the one thing I would say in there because all this is connecting with Uranus. All this is connecting on what's going on. Okay. All right. So talking about the next hour and the midheaven is gonna be at Aries. Uh, that energy is gonna be put some pressures on Mars, and Mars is gonna be like, I don't like this twisted situations of these emotions. I didn't like it what it was at Pisces. I just don't like it. All I need to do is do my work. And if you don't allow me to do my work, then for it. That is in one of those situations. Then when the boss comes in to you, it tells you, at the end of the day, hey, you know what? You need to stay in overtime and you have to, work on the machines. Or this is like the end of the day, you go back home and you're trying to relax and so on. It's like, no, 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 you got to be doing something else. You got to get it something. So be mindful about this because you have to work on yourself to be able to handle pressures. That's what the warrior is known about it. Handle the pressures of the internal wars. And that's what this Mars and a Capricorn, it is about it. You put yourself together and you go do the service that you need to do. Because right now, Mars in Capricorn represents the warrior in the public service. What are you going to be fighting for? And what side are you going to be fighting for? That's a whole other story. But there is going to be a lot of things connecting with paperworks, government situations, and so on and so on. Governing. All right, so talking about the next hour, the midheaven is going to be at the pretty much the exit of Aries. That's going to be squaring the Sun and Pluto. You don't authorize certain things. You don't like that energies. Venus doesn't authorize energies and emotions, and everything it's like turning upside down compared to the good hours. And you're like, I need to do something else. I need to shift the perspective. I need to have this stability on earth. I need to have all these energies that it's coming, and I gotta be this, and that. And that impatience that the Aries has when it comes in with that energies within Capricorn, this is a two horn-headed, Aries and Capricorn. They both have horns. In their stubbornness, and but in a good way, that is I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna pass through the threshold the proper way and doing the right things. But in that combinations that I see it right now in the chart, this is gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna be fighting. I'm gonna be fighting. And when those two fight it, there is no winner, and there is no winner in war. The question is you to overcome the war from within first, and then don't have a war at all. All right, so here is we're talking about the good positive energies coming right now. Midheaven in Taurus, beautiful energies with Mars. Mars finding himself out in a better positions with Mercury is in a better positions within. Mercury is beginning to have this sextile with Saturn, and you're gonna find like all of a sudden everything begins to go smooth because the communications becomes good, the energies becomes good. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so glad that I didn't blow up the fuses. I'm so glad that we overcome this. So glad that we did what we had to do for us. So the energy is even getting better in the next hour. As you see it, midheaven is passing through that part of Taurus, is almost at the end of Taurus. Beautiful trines with the Sun and Pluto. The ascendant in Virgo, beautiful Earth energies. This is what I was referring to you earlier. Okay, the job well done. The job is done, and who is watching? The boss, Virgo. Virgo is an ascendant. What you see. Okay, you're sending a signals out there to you to see, but don't forget about it that the other side also see you. The universe also see you, what you're doing with the energies of Virgo within you. Okay, and what are you doing in right now in the earth here is focus within your head. What is your head in the midheaven in Taurus? You're doing something beautiful on earth based of what? What is inside of you? Which is the fifth house, doing for your kids. You're doing for the future generations. Capricorn, public servants. You're doing something for within yourself about the public servants. That something is going to have an impact on the world, on earth, physically. Okay? Of course, the energies has to be testing you. You always have to have the shadows of a doubt. Of course, the duality signs, that's how they are. That's what their purpose is like. Is it really I'm doing the right thing? Is a questions like, is the other side sees me when I do it? Can I do it a little different? Is that, can I find different option? Maybe I can find different things, and so on. We're talking about this square between midheaven and Virgo in there. That is for it. And this is when the shadows of doubt, that duality, when it comes in, it testing your strength of what you did. If that doesn't exist, you won't be tested and you won't grow and it won't mature. But that is a divine energies to heal. And as you look at it here on your screen, those are the divine energies from Virgo that it comes in with Chiron. And some of you who are reviewing the past pains, emotional pains, situations, family, karma, however it is in your case, you may be going to be looking at those energies inside of you. And by testing you, you're going to find out, did you do the inner work today properly within yourself? All right, so In the next hour, we're talking about this midheaven situations in Gemini. It's going to be square the moon. It's going to be squaring the ascendant and Virgo. And that is going to be this intensity that's going to be comes in. It says like, really that thing. I need to end up this. This has to end because the moon is descending. Isn't a descendant. And it's like, okay, the past is gone. I can't do anything about it. I have to let it go. But do you let it go? Not according to the chart. But if you let it go, that energy, it's coming from the ascendant, it's going to the sun and the Pluto. You transform in there and you change the things that goes on within art. But if you haven't let it go, you're gonna have this fights all over the place, and the authority with the divine right here is gonna be asking you to take the divine authority within yourself, and those energies can help you do it. You to let go of the past, let go of this, because the moon has like another 5 degrees to crossing over to Aries, which is gonna be happen overnight. And by looking at that energies there in the morning, you're gonna find this energy of taking the new leap, because this is the time when you're gonna be passing the threshold, the things that you are been working on it. And speaking of what you've been working on it, that is a divine energies with the ascendant towards Jupiter of these positions. But during this time, if you don't have the balance, the same thing like last night, if you don't have the balance within yourself, there is no balance with the work that you do, and there is no balance within the family. So if you have a family situations, you may have also a work situations with this. But the midheaven, it's very well with Jupiter. You are doing something about a family. And that energy is beautiful because Jupiter has divine energies like, listen, doing this inner work for the family, and trust me, the visions, I will help you to have this balance. And for those who does that, you can put your pillow, your head on your pillow, and you're gonna be glad and happy of what happened to you today. So thank you guys for watching. Be love, and I will see you tomorrow.